Hello and welcome to taik18. So hope you have gone through my first video of the SQL Server Beginner Challenge 1 and you have also applied the second series on that. Thank you for doing all those things. And we'll dig into the second part on today's video. While I'm sharing my screen, if you're new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, I request you to please subscribe to my channel and like this video and share with others. So here is my screen and we have completed the first part, data manipulation in SQL. And now we are going to talk about joining tables. So here we have 4 different joins in SQL, which is really an important thing because when you are doing something, then it has to be really important thing in order to get your right result. So you click here on the first one, inner join. So write a T-SQL script to join the two tables, dim product and dim product subcategory. Make sure you load only the data matching the two tables. So send me the total row count here. That's what they need here. So you need to add between dim product and dim product subcategory key here. There are a few ways where you can achieve that. So first of all, you can just click on dim sub product category, dim product, right? First of all, they are saying, yeah, dim product. So dim product, I like to use run here, which is showing up here, and I can see the dim product subcategory key here. All right. So if I just look for SP help on dim product and scroll down here for this information, at the bottom you can see we have a constraint here, and then we have a unique constraint, foreign key and primary key here. And also we have a table referenced by foreign key. So what does it mean here is this table, which is dim product, it has a relationship between fact internet sale, product inventory and reseller sale. So these three tables has a relationship from this table to that table. But whereas if you see this one foreign key here on this part, FK dim product underscore dim product subcategory here. So it means dim product subcategory key is referenced here. And also if I expand on this part, product subcategory key references Advanced W2019, which is a database name, DBO is schema name, and dim product subcategory key here. So this is actually has a relationship between these two tables. That's why it is showing up here. And if I go to this one, which is dim product subcategory, so here this has to be subcategory. So this one, SQL Server generally is not a case sensitive, but while you are installing the SQL Server, you need to make sure that you tick that option on. If you have done that, then it will apply the case sensitive, but here in this case, it is not. So I'm using here dim product subcategory for SP help, and you can see it is loading those information here. And now it has given option about this subcategory key is also the one. And if I scroll down, yeah, like it is mentioned over there for the dim product is reference to 3 different tables, but for this one, it is actually referenced by one single table, which is a dim product here. And also it is given the message same foreign key, which is applied on this one, references product category key. So product category is linked with subcategory, whereas this one is linked with product category, product table. So here on this one, you can see dim product, which is showing up on this part. All right. So that's one of the way where you can look for the relationship between the tables. Or else, if you are using this management studio, then you can use this object explorer, which will come by default. If it is not, then you can just enable from view, and then you have the object explorer, or you can also type F8 on your keyboard, then it will show up here. So here you need to expand your databases after logging into your server, and then Adventure works on this part. And also we have our tables. And from here, we need to look for dim product here. So you can just right click on the dim product, and then you can select on view dependencies. So if you click on that, it will open up a pop-up window. From here, we can look for the information what we need here. Objects that depends on dim product is fact internet sales, product inventory, and reseller. So these 3 tables required information from product, dim product. But object on which dim product depends, the another option, if you select on this, then this will show the list where it depends. It has a relationship between the other tables. So it is dim product subcategory. And you can see the plus sign here. If I expand this one, which means dim product subcategory is dependent on dim product category here. because category, subcategory, and product, that's how the sequence, the hierarchy. So that's why it's showing up here. That's pretty cool. So these are the two ways where you can look for the information easily here. And also we have a diagram view. If it is enabled on your server, then you can also have a look into that. So here, for example, you can right click here. You can also use new diagram here. So if I add this one, then this will open up a window where you need to select the table here. So for this case, I would like to select dim product, which I'll select here, and also dim product subcategory here. And click on add. And close this window. Yeah, you can see it is showing up here a relationship here. Then if I click on this one, it's relationship FK, which is foreign key, dim product, and dim subcategory between product dim product subcategory and dim product. That's why it is showing up here. This is also one of the way. All right, moving on to our next one, which is the requirement here. Write a T-SQL script to join two tables, dim product and dim subcategory. And also make sure you load only the data matching two tables. So what we need to do here is select star from, let's just type to be in capital. Select star from dim product first, and then copy this here and then dim product subcategory. So if I run these two, I actually need to use the colon, and let's see what it gives the result. So it loads here the information, and we have a dim product subcategory key, and we also have a subcategory key here. All right. So let's assume that this is the table one. Select star, which is a dot star. Let's do it in a small a as a. So this is for me, the dim product is a table A. We'll just go by sequence of alphabetic order A, B, C. Some of them can go with the product P subcategory S for that, but I usually prefer to go by A, B, C, D sequence. You can just give any name because this kind of alias name which we are going up here. So select A dot star from dim product as A, and then revert the requirement here. Make sure you load only the data matching two tables. So matching two tables in the sense means we need to have an inner join between these three tables. So we need to use inner join, and then what's the table name? Inner join dim product subcategory table, which is a B on how the joins is there. Even though we have a relationship between the two tables, but still we need to specify it here because it's not going to pick up automatically. We can also join to different other columns, which is not linked in the relationship. So that's the beauty of the T-SQL here. So we can mention the table here where A dot product subcategory key, product subcategory key is equal to B dot product subcategory key. It has the product subcategory. Yeah. So make sure that whatever column which you are specifying here, it has to be available on that table. So A actually refers to dim product, B refers to dim product subcategory. And also I'm just using the inner join here. And now you also see if I just click on this one, it's showing up 606 records on the product. And here on the subcategory, we have a 40 records. So if I run this one and execute, it's just going to load me only from the columns of the product. That's why I mentioned a data star. If I just use the star here, then it will load every column from A and B, which is from product and also from product subcategory. Right. So now you can see it is just the product information till the status here. But if I run the same application query here, then it will go from status, which was the last column, and after that also is showing up multiple columns here, which is coming up from the dim product subcategory here. All right, so this is the thing, and now you see the total number of records showing up here is 397. That's it. What is the reason for that? So let me just change this here, A dot star. The reason is because if I go for the select star from dim product alone, and here you can see we have a multiple columns where it is blank here. The dim product subcategory key is blank. It is not mapped here. It's maybe a data issue. It may not be, but for this case, it's a data issue. So we have a blank value, and that's why it's not showing up here. So instead of 606, it is written 397 because the requirement is make sure you load only the data matching two tables. So it has to match between two tables. So total row count is 397, which I would like to add here, and then click on submit. That's it. All right, moving on to the next assignment, which is the left join. So write a T-SQL script to join the two tables, same statement. Make sure you load all the data from the left table, which is dim product here. So here it is asking us to load from two tables and it has to be from the left table. So here in this statement, I'm using the same statement. Select A dot star from dim product as an inner join, dim product B. And here also you see I use as A, and here I have not used any as A. So that is totally applicable and totally possible. You can do that. If you want to mention as or not. But if you just give a table name or column name and then space and then any name, then it will treat that as a new name, alias name for that, even without mentioning as. All right, so select data start from dim product as inner join and then this one. So here in this statement, the left is the dim product, the right is the dim product subcategory. So that's what it is on this statement. So the requirement here is make sure you load all the data from the left table. So as we have seen, we have 606 on the dim product. So all the data from the left table means we need to use left outer join. Left outer join. And then if I run this one, same statement without any changes, just the change of the relationship here. And we see it is total return shows as 606 records. That's pretty cool. So you can just use 606 here and then submit here. Okay, I've submitted this, but before to that, I can see I am also loading up here the blank values on this information. But if I just use star, I just want to return every column on both the tables. If I execute this, wherever we have a blank here on the subcategory key, if I go to the right side, these category information also showing up here, the subcategory information also showing up here, the blank. But if I scroll down where we have some values, then we also have a values on this part. That's the beauty here. All right, moving on to the next one, which is right join. So write a T-SQL script to join the two tables, dim product and dim product subcategory. Make sure you load all the data from the right table, which is dim product category here, and send me the also total row count. So using the same statement, select star from dim product as A. Instead of left, I need to use right here because right here the dim product subcategory table. But if I'm using the statement in a reverse way, like for example, in this case, select star from dim product subcategory as A, and then right outer join dim product category as dim product as B. So here it has to be the same one because both the tables has the same column name. And if I run this one, statement everything is same, only the position of the table is changed now. So in that case, if I run the first one, which is actually the continuous sequence of the query which we are working on, it is now giving me 400 records here for the first one, right? 400 records. So the value is equal to 400. Okay. Now if I run this one, it is giving me 606 here. Shocking, right? The reason is because the right outer refers to all the rows it's going to bring from the right table. Irrespective of whether the rows are matching up on the left table or not, it will return everything on from the right table. So it is also important that you are aligning the table which has to be on the left side, which has to be on the right side. That's also a major fact in order to query on that. So here, as per our sequence of the query, we need to use this one, select star from dim product. That's what the query here, dim product and dim product subcategory. That's the requirement also here. So if I run this one, I think I got 400 here. Yeah, 400. So I need to use here 400 and then click on submit. I hope you're getting lots of information inputs as doing this exercise here along with me. Yeah, if you like this one, just hit the big thumbs up button and also subscribe that if you haven't done. All right, so moving on, the next one is the full join. So write a T-SQL script to join the two tables, dim product and dim product subcategory. Make sure you load all the data from both the tables and send me the total row count here. So far we have seen the inner join, which is going to give only the data which has the matching rows. And then we have seen about the left outer join, it will just give the totals of which is on the left hand side. And then we have seen about the right outer join, which is going to give the data of all the values from the right table. And the last one which we have is full outer join. It's going to check both the tables and it's going to return both the rows from both the tables. Even if it is matching or not, it's going to return everything. So instead of that right outer join, just keep here as a full outer join. right, as a full outer join. So if I select this query and then click on execute, this time it is giving me the result of 609. That's pretty cool. 609. So you see, now we are working on the multiple kinds of relationship, and every input has given a different result. So what it was given first initially, it totally actually 606 and for the dim product and 40 for dim subcategory. The inner join actually returns as 397, and the inner join is given inner join. I'm not sure. Let me just check here. Inner join. Yeah, 397. And then the left outer join has given me the option about 606 rows. Okay, left outer, because we are going to return all the rows from the left hand side. That's right. And the right outer join, it has given us the option about 400 rows. And the full outer join, it is giving us a value of 609. So every relationship is giving us a different result output here. And this is really, really crucial. If you're working on a real project, then you're using the right kind of relationship between the tables. All right, so here let's find out what is the reason if actual row is 606 itself, why it is giving us 609. The reason is because there are, if you look into this information, we have all these rows available here, and there are also some blanks on the category, subcategory part. But if I scroll down to the bottom of this result, I can see there are 3 rows which we don't have any information on the product category, so on the product table, but there are certain values available on the subcategory here. It means there are subcategories, which is the logo, cars, banner, which we actually used on the previous exercises. So these things is available on the product subcategory, but there is no relevant product available on the product table. And that's the reason it is giving me all the values. So 606 plus these 30 values, 3 values is going to 609 values here. So it actually, the result has to be greater than the dim product value, because if there is no value comes up from the dim subcategory, it is available there, but there is no product relevant to that, then it's going to add up those values here. Yeah, I hope I got the clear understanding about how these things works. But if you're just checking up the time here, that's cool. All right, so in this session, we have covered about joining relationship between the two tables. There are inner join, left join, right join, and full outer join. And there are multiple results of that as well. This is for the inner join, this is for the left join, this is for right outer join, and this is for the full outer join. So it is really crucial to select the right proper relationship between the two tables here. So if you like this video, just hit the big thumbs up button. If you're new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, just hit the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. But make sure you turn on the notification on your devices. Share it with your friends and colleagues. If you have any queries and feedback, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Keep learning. See you in the next video.